Hi, hello, and welcome. I am definitely not Joe, and you're watching me pug my way to 2.8k rating on a Retribution Paladin in Dragonflight Season 2. Speaking of Retribution Paladin, you should check out the community poll that's in the description of the video. Basically, you get to pick what I play in the next series, so check that out. Let me know what you want me to play. Anyway, in this episode, we're going to try and get some 20s timed, because we need to hit 2.8k rating. I really want to do that this week. I really want to end the series this week. That would be awesome. Oh, I fucking love this transmog. Look at the fucking effect. The fucking effect is so cool, and my eyes match it. Oh, I'm so happy I got this. By the way, if you keep coming back to these videos and you're not subscribed, please do consider changing that. A lot of my recurring viewers are actually people who are not subscribed to the channel, and I would love it if that changed. Also, if you just like the videos, drop a like. Let me know what you like about them in a comment down below. I really love reading those, and I respond to every single one of them. But yes, let me just get my auction house chores out of the way, and then we can get started. There we go. Gotta keep the gold rolling in. We dipped to like 150 gold at the end of the last episode, and I managed to sell a bunch of stuff. I did log in a few times just to repost things and keep flipping more greens, because yeah, I don't like the idea of not being able to repair my fucking armor if I if I die a bunch of times or something in a run. Well, I don't like the idea of buying a bunch of times in a run. Dying a bunch of times in a run either. But yeah, let's see. We have a 21 Freehold. That would be really awesome to just clear at 21. So I think I'm going to host the 21 Freehold, and that's what we're going to start the video with. So I'll talk to you when I have a group together, if I put a group together. Well, I lost power in the middle of forming a group, and the only thing I can be thankful for is the fact that I lost it while making the group and not while doing the run. I am a little bummed out because there was a really good prot warrior that joined. Oh shit, I'll take this prot paladin. Actually, seems to be a red paladin for the most part. Yeah, he just declined invite. I think he accidentally queued up as all specs. Maybe he was queuing for random dungeon finder or something and forgot to switch. Dragon does nuts. Okay. Invited. Anyway, I'll talk to you once I have a group together. All right, everyone's ready. We're going to start a 10-second pull timer. Drop Blessing of Sacrifice here using Bloodlust at the start. It makes a lot of sense to me. I grabbed some aggro. Going to use Shield of Vengeance here to hopefully help the health bar stay up. I have to stun one of these doggos. Let the tank regain aggro. Had to run away there for a second. That definitely didn't help my DPS. Moving out of that thing. Frontal cone that the Enforcer does. Okay, we survived. That's all that matters. There's some Spiteful coming out. All right, good first pull. Usually there's some deaths here on super high fortified keys. It gets to be pretty rough. Just gonna hit that so I can give myself a word of glory. Gotta make sure I don't body pull this time. I have a habit of body pulling here. Actually, I'm never sure if it's me body pulling or something else. I'm gonna put focus on one of the bone saws and target the other ones. That way I can interrupt both when one of them starts casting. We're gonna stun the one that I'm targeting, and we're gonna kick the one that I'm focus targeting. Kick the focus target. Okay, they got knocked up. So far, this group's kicking ass. I really like it. I'm liking the pace of the dungeon and everything. Just gonna give a quick off heal to that person and another off heal here while we're waiting to regain control and start pushing more. I'm gonna put a skull down on one of these just to focus it. Doesn't matter if somebody started focusing the other one, they should switch to the skull now unless their cleave is 100%, in the sense of they can hit both of them for the same amount, like I don't know, like a destruction warrior with their destruction warrior or what? A destruction warlock. What am I saying? Using another set of cooldowns here. There's a shout going out, so I use the Shield of Vengeance to negate some of that damage. Divine Protection here for this one. There should be no damage events here for a little while, so the healer can actually top everyone up. He really needs to, otherwise we're going to lose someone on the next shout. Okay, so we cleaved them down pretty equally. It looks like the one that wasn't marked with skull actually got killed first, but that's okay. I'm going to finish these off so we can immediately start fighting with the boss. Oh, I need to move. I was trying to cast Beacon, but he decided he wanted to charge on top of me. I have no defensives here, so if I get targeted by the little shoot thing that he does, might be a bit rough. Not a big fan of the position of the tank right now. I would like him to move over to a corner so we can predict where the bird is going to go, but that'll do, Peg. That'll do. It is a fortified week, so we don't have to worry about it too much, but I think the 20 fortified or 21 fortified bird will still one-shot some person that it hits. So you just got to be careful about the bird, because the bird is the word. The bird's a dangerous word. You don't want to fuck with the bird. Okay, so far nobody hit by it. Trying to position in such a way where if I get hit by the cone thing that he does, I don't hit anyone that's behind me or near me. Turning on friendly health bars to make sure I can see that. Okay, yeah, we're nicely spread out. This group knows what's up. I like it. I have a good feeling about this run. Never mind, the healer just went down. We're gonna drop battle res on the healer real quick. Kick this and stand over here so the healer doesn't have have to worry. Moving back to over here. Okay, birdie coming through. 7 million health left. I will use all my cooldowns again. I don't mind. Repositioning because this guy moved behind me. Don't want to get hit. Okay. Oh, I like this evoker. He baited the bird poop. Ah, that's perfect. This group is really good. I have a very, very, very good feeling about this now. Okay, cool. Wondering if we want to do any sort of skip for this, or do people have potions? We don't really have any way to skip it, so we're just gonna have to pull it. It looks like we're gonna slowly DPS it down, just giving some off heals to the tank. Are we dragging it or not? I got knocked up by a volcanic. Luckily I wasn't standing in the thingy thing. Gonna shield the vengeance here. No reason for me to take this damage. Plus I can just reflect it back at this guy. Don't need to look at friendly health bars anymore. Slowly but surely we're just dragging this across. That's fine with me. You don't have to optimize absolutely everything. It's not a massive time loss, so I don't mind. And it's pretty easy percent. Yeah, I managed to mount out before the spiteful shade put me back in combat. Okay, we are running past this with Mind Soothe. Cool, cool, cool. Seeing where the tank goes. He seems to want to pull the trapper and then these. Okay, yeah. Gonna wait on that. And give someone freedom. Rat traps are coming up. Giving freedom over here. I'm going to clear all these traps just to remove that hazard completely. Taunt this guy just to get him over here. We're gonna kick him now. I am stunned because of the bullshit. Tank went down. I don't have a CR. Ooh, this is kind of rough. Trying to blinding light. I don't know. I think that's a resetty. I didn't have CR. Resetty. Yeah, definitely resetty. That's okay. A biggie. The tank says he jumped. Oh, and he had the suds. Stupid swabby. Eva, this catches me off guard too. Yeah, gonna do some reassuring here. There's a trapper coming in. I'm just gonna wait. Oh, it's Mind Soothe. I can run past it. I'm just gonna go run around it so that it doesn't get pulled. There's a trapper coming around the other way. It looks like we went into combat with the trapper. Giving freedom to this person. I don't know if they're in a trap or something. Duelist coming through. Probably gonna charge soon. We're gonna stun the duelist charge. We're gonna kick this. No reason to let that damage go through. We have a couple of trappers now, so we have to be careful. We're gonna Blessing of Sacrifice. I am rooted and really, really hurting. We're gonna drop a bubble and we're gonna step in all these traps so we don't have any more accidents with it. Oh, I don't have a battle rest for the healer. The healer should run back quickly. Giving freedom again. Okay, we're stabilizing. Lay on hands on the tank. Keep him going. Off heals on the tank. There's a charge I need to move. There's a thing I need to move. Off heals on the tank. Tank's down again. Healer got killed this time. Now it's looking rough. Now it's definitely looking rough. I don't know. Double trapper pull kind of fucked us. Double trapper this time. Unfortunate. Ooh, now the morale's a bit shaky now, I think, more than anything. I still think we have time to do the dungeon, because the DPS has been really, really good. Don't have anything for the tank right now. I'm going to drop all my cooldowns here. I need to kill something to feel better about this run right now. We've been struggling a bit. Dropping beacon as well. Gonna stun the duelist when he does his charge. Yeah, there you go. You can fuck off with that. Big swirlies. Gotta get out of that. Another charge from the duelist. We're gonna try and finish him off. There we go. I think we're good now. I think we're stabilizing. There's a trapper coming through. Going to give tank freedom and just pick up those traps. I don't want to fuck with the traps right now. Are we stable now? I don't have freedom to give. I really want to give freedom. There we go. Freedom. I'm going to take care of these traps. I don't want to take any risks because I think that's what's been killing us. Brian scale, focus one, target the other. We're going to just look for the big spell. We're going to blinding light because there's a bunch of stuff going on. Trying to handle these interrupts as best I can. Stun on the one that's casting the frost thing. Healer keeps going down to something and I don't know what it is. There's nothing focusing the healer other than maybe the spiteful. Trying to finish this off quickly so I can give the healer a res so we don't have to wait for the run back. Swabby is in combat with us so we can't actually do anything. We're gonna go over to the Swabby and beat the shit out of him. Okay, tank realized Swabby's here. I'm gonna try and kill the Swabby now. Definitely having a rough run so far. It started off so well. I think I fucking jinxed it. Okay, 18 minutes to finish this off. I'm not a huge fan, to be honest, but yeah, please kill this. Help us kill this quickly so that we can res the healer. Everyone's casting reses. Okay, off heal. We're gonna go boss with Bloodlust, is what the evoker says. Dropping absolutely everything. Beacon as well while they're stacked up. Eudora jumped. I need to move to her left. Always move to her left unless you're already behind her. Ending in the buff, dropping more cooldowns. Blackout barrel is on me. I'm gonna wait until it hits me. I'm gonna use freedom to get out of it. The reason I wait until it hits me is because if I do that, it doesn't stay on the ground. If you freedom before it hits you, it will actually stay on the ground and somebody can walk into it and actually CC themselves that way. So it's better to use it after it hits someone rather than before it hits someone, unless you absolutely have to because you're busy doing something else at the same time. Okay, we're going to pull an extra pack of trash along with the boss. I'm okay with that. That's a good strat to take up some time because you have to beat the boss anyway. He's putting it on shift 2, waiting for the barrel to go. Are they in the barrel? No, they dispersioned out of it, it looks like. We're gonna freedom them anyway, because it looks like they're kind of stuck. Healer's dead again somehow. Blind Rage just killed me because I wasn't paying attention because I was rezzing the healer. I don't know, man. This is just a bit too many mistakes. Need some CC on the Blind Rage guy. Okay, there we go. Barrel up on this guy. Hopefully they take it out quickly. There it goes. Okay, they're finishing it off pretty quickly, even without me. I'm glad about that. My damage done overall has been pretty shit, to be honest. The Evoker's been carrying us. This fight, I definitely didn't contribute much because, you know, fucking died while being Blind Raged. Even though I had my bubble up, I had my bop up, I had Shield of Vengeance, I believe. I had stun available. Everything. I could have done everything under the sun to save myself, but I didn't because I was looking to CR the healer and I didn't notice that. I'm gonna Shield of Vengeance and Blessing of Sacrifice on the monk tank here. I don't trust any tank to survive this. I've seen many deaths here. Boulder Toss coming in. 2 people killed by the Boulder Toss. That's just ridiculous, to be honest with you. I mean, come on. That's just not paying attention. Did they get harpooned into it, or like what happened exactly? I keep trying to reflex give the tank fucking lay on hands, but I never have it because I've already used it on him before. I'm gonna give lay on hands to the tank. I really don't want the tank to fucking die. We cannot afford any more time losses. I need people to focus up. I don't know why we're killing these instead of just moving to the next group. They will die on their own. Please just keep moving. I'm dropping all my cooldowns here because it's a nice little group, and I can just drop cooldowns pretty much every fucking pull on Fortified because I have minute-long cooldowns. It's beautiful. I love playing Ret Paladin most of the time, at least. When he goes bananas, I might stun him. Never mind, he's not going bananas. He's just gonna die. I don't like this tank's health bar. I don't know if he's not using defensives properly or something, but I feel like he's constantly at the verge of dying, and I couldn't be able to tell you why. I'm worried about this patrol, but we'll keep moving. Tank is going to go and activate that. A Blessing of Sacrifice for him soon. We'll give him a bit of healing while the healer actually catches up. We're going double Crusher pull. Okay. Gonna Blessing of Sacrifice and Shield of Vengeance. Blessing of Sacrifice on the tank just because the Crushers hit like a truck. Waiting for those circles to end so I can drop all my cooldowns and be in melee range so I can get the most damage out. Okay, well, never mind. There's another circle. Probably gonna keep rotating like that. We have to make up a lot of time. I think it's still doable. I don't know. I'm looking at the percent, and I think if we min-max it here and get as much like DPS out and kills out and percent during the RP thing. Pulling another Crusher. I'm gonna drop a beacon on this. Keep using cooldowns. This is a pretty safe pull so far, actually, because it's easy to just not get hit by shit from the Crushers. Trying to finish off this Crusher to reduce the incoming damage to the tank, and then we're gonna switch to this one. I was cleaving the entire time. I wasn't single targeting or anything, I think. I don't know. I did use a final verdict once, but that's not gonna make the difference. Do I use cooldowns here? If the tank pulls more, which I think he has to, I will use cooldowns. Nah, I'm just gonna Wake of Ashes. We're gonna finish this off very quickly. Ground Slam coming through. Gotta move away. Okay, we got the piggy. Tank's pulling that over there. I'm looking for the water bolt guy. We're gonna find that. There we go. When I see Blinding Rage come through, I'm gonna use Blinding Light right about now. I took it because, yeah, that didn't work out. We're gonna stun the Blinding Rage guy. I used the Blinding Light because I saw the Frost Blast thing and I didn't have an interrupter. Gonna kick that. There's no reason to let that cast go through. Don't have any CC now. I have nothing. Okay, there's Ludwig. Very careful here not to get hit by the shell. It's very, very important not to get hit by the shell. Using Blessing of Sacrifice on the tank. He's getting his ass kicked a little bit too hard. Gonna try and finish this guy off so we don't have to deal with him later. Blinding Rage got taken care of there. Good. Looking if I need to stun any of these shades. I don't need to. Good, good, good. We'll use my cooldowns as soon as they're up here. Ooh, I gotta avoid these. These will fucking one-shot me. So I'm gonna use my cooldowns on Ludwig 1 Suck It. That's a reference to a previous video. I found that joke hilarious. Nobody even commented about it. I thought it was the funniest shit ever. At least I did in editing around 4 a.m. You know those points of the day where everything's just kind of fucking funny? Yeah, I get to those points in editing and I think, oh, this joke is fucking bomb. People are gonna laugh and comment about it, and then it turns out nobody gives a shit because it wasn't funny. It was just funny to me because it was really fucking late in the night. Okay, this is a big boy pull here. Big boy pull for here for sure. Looking at the water bolt guy. It's gonna be Blinding light used here for stuff. There we go. Lots of cast bars. Beacon to the Beyond here for sure. Need as much damage as we can get. Gonna use my Shield of Vengeance here. I'm just scared. I think I just failed my kick, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I definitely failed my kick because that guy's recasting. Waiting to use all my cooldowns here once I have Avenging Wrath. I'm listening for the blip. There's the blip. We drop our shit. You hear the blip, you drop your shit. Okay, tank is kiting because he's getting his ass kicked. That's okay. Lots of Blinding Rage. I am being focused. I'm gonna move away. I don't want to use my stun here. Blinding Rage over there on somebody else. We're gonna stun that because I'm worried about other people more than myself. There we go. True Paladin gameplay. Boss is up. We could move in for the boss. I think that's what we should do. Dropping some heals on people. control, making sure everyone's topped off, avoiding the fixating little shits. He's gonna turn around and punch me. I'm gonna use Divine Protection here. The reason is because he will hit someone other than the tank. It looks like I parried it, to be honest, because I don't have a bleed debuff on me. That's good though. Holding my cooldowns here because in 6 seconds, or rather in 10 seconds, I can use all my cooldowns together, so Wake of Ashes should probably hold for that, and then it'll sync back up with Avenging Wrath. That's good. Have everything I need. The shark got picked up. Gotta make sure I don't stand in the path of the shark, using all my cooldowns here. Probably overcapping on Holy Power, but oh well. Group is doing good on kiting things. I'm trying to stand near blood so that if I need to kite something in, I can kite something in. Doing these little spinny spin, we can stand at the edge and keep auto attacking because Red Paladin auto attack range is ridiculous with the talent that you can get for it. There we go. Hammerhead shark in the blood pool. There's no blood pools on this side, so hopefully it goes the other way. It did. Good. Using another Wake of Ashes. Okay, 7 minutes. I don't know. If we really fucking push it, maybe we can still time it. That is shocking to me that we can still time this with that much fucking chaos early on in the dungeon between the second boss and the third boss and the everything. I don't think I played my best here, but hopefully I played well enough. We're gonna use a quick word of glory on that person who was low HP. I really don't want anyone dying. 5 seconds is a lot of time when you're this close on the timer. I'm holding my cooldowns because I know that the next group we pull is gonna be an absolute fucking slaughter, so we just want to use Wake of Ashes. I don't want to use the minute-long cooldown so I can have them. Shark Toss on me. I'm just going to kite at this side because the boss is almost dead. I don't want to go for the blood pools. Okay, we really need to move. There's a patrol coming in. Oh no. Oh no, please no. Please don't pull the patrol. Mind Soothe. Mind Soothe. I think we can maybe skip with Mind Soothe. Some stuff later on. I'm going to stun Blinding Rage. I really don't need anyone to die anymore. People weren't paying attention. We have 2 fucking priests, neither of them Mind Soothe. That really bothers me right now, but we'll make it work. Fuck it. We'll try to make it work. I really gotta focus now. Using Bloodlust for this pull, that's a good idea, honestly. Okay, getting knockup from the Evoker. I'm into Blessing of Sacrifice on the tank. Gonna kick that AoE. I'm not commentating much because I really need to focus. I'm using defensives here because I'm getting hit by shades. Okay, it's just the officer, and then we move on to the next one, next group. We don't have any way to skip or reset these guys, so we don't have like a vanish or anything that can make us... Okay, we're pulling them. I got kicked. I can look for the next thing to get kicked. 4 minutes, 4 minutes. Kicking this. I have a stun available. I'm gonna stun the Mastiff. The Mastiff actually really hurts. Blinding Light, that cast, I don't care. AoE stun went out for the Monk. We're finishing off the caster. Oil Blade coming through. Hopefully it gets dispelled. There we go. We've got dispelled. I'm looking at the party frames. Should be looking at this. We're gonna kick this. I really cannot afford anyone to die here. The timer is too fucking short. I feel... I don't know, man. We should be able to kill this boss quickly enough. Shield of Vengeance here to negate some of that damage. Tank slow. He's getting my 3rd lay on hands in the dungeon. I really cannot afford him to die right now, or anyone else for that matter. We're gonna Beacon to the Beyond on this bastard. He needs to die. Let's go. We need to kill the fucking boss. It's just shades. I think we have the time though. I think, yeah. Okay, we have the time. I'm freaking out a bit too much because I'm just not good at figuring out the timers here. Trying to not take up much space. I kind of failed doing that because I couldn't hear the shots going off. I'm going to turn up my volume personally. You guys won't hear a difference. Stunning that. I don't want to deal with that shit right now. You have Paralyze going through. Hopefully it's available for each of those. Okay, we did a better job this time around. I'm looking for like the cannon shots that go off because you can listen for 3 of them, then move, then listen for 2 of them, then move again. All hands on deck. We have another guy of these. Okay, got rooted. It got bounced back. I don't think I need to do anything. We're going to drop all our cooldowns here. Took up way too much space there. All hands on deck. Dropping a stun on that bad boy. There's not much else I can do. Hopefully somebody pick us up the CC after that. Otherwise they have to move and kite. I do have a CR available if somebody does go down. I hope they don't. 1, 2, 3. Moving in. 1, 2, move. Oh, it's on deck. I have a stun available. We're going to drop the stun. I really just don't want anyone to die. I'll sacrifice a second of my DPS to go CC that. I don't mind. 1 minute for 20% on a Fortified. Yes, I think we got this. Okay. I was freaking out for nothing, apparently. I guess these guys were a lot more calm than I was because they're more experienced. And there he goes. That's 21 Freehold timed with a minute left, even though I was freaking out for most of the dungeon. Sorry about that. I hope that's not too annoying for you guys to deal with, like with me freaking out about the time. That was a good run. All things considered, that was a good run. The healer at the end there said that he had a bunch of freezes and stuff going on, which explains it, because I did point out that the healer was dying quite a bit. He also had a disconnect right before we started the run, and I was a little bit anxious about him joining at that point because he DC'd CC'd, so I was worried that he might go out. But then again, I shouldn't talk shit. I started playing this after I had a power outage. Okay, well, let's change our rating and our number of runs. We are now up to 57 runs, not including the ones we didn't finish. 2657 rating. That's a big jump in rating. I think I went from a +11 Freehold to a +21 Freehold on Fortified, and that is now our best run. Plus 21 Freehold. Not plus. Oh, I wish. +21 Freehold. We have a 22 Underrot. Actually, I'm kind of cool with running the 22 Underrot. Let's do that. Yeah, but the group basically dragged me through this dungeon by the scruff of my neck. That, like, they picked me up and carried me. This evoker was blasting the DPS. At one point, the monk had more damage than I did. I don't know what happened here. Oh, I think this was the second boss where I died, right? So I just didn't have much damage going through. Okay, that explains it. That explains this bit. And this was just the dragon doing a shit ton of damage, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, this first pull as well, I just didn't have anywhere near the damage these guys had. Oh, I had to kite, right? Okay, well, that explains the lack of peaks. This, I don't know why I was solo, but this one I had to kite because I had aggro. This one I died. Okay, I'm not making excuses. I'm just giving explanations. On the first pull, I should still be able to do more damage, and here I should have been able to do more damage. I don't know how the dragon does that much fucking damage. I mean, that's impressive. That's impressive as fuck. So, Dragon these nuts. That's a funny fucking name. I like that. But yeah, that's impressive. Nice job, man. Okay. That's enough of a recap of the run. Let's try and run the 22 Underrot that we got. We do have a 20 Underrot, but I need to run some 22s of my own to get 2.8k rating, especially with the untimed 20 in this week, or rather previous week. So we're gonna do the 22 Underrot. Hopefully we get something other than a Freehold. That would really suck. And yeah, then we'll do whatever we get from that, and that'll be the end of the video. I think 3 runs is good enough, unless I don't time something. And yeah, anyway, let's form a group. We found another Duskwing Ahuna enjoyer. They seem to be AFK. Oh, no, they're not AFK. Let's follow them after the Duskwing. Oh, they don't give a fuck about me having the Duskwing. And they're just going. They got shit to do. Waiting for everyone to be ready. Starting the pull timer and promoting the tank to the leader, because the evoker asked me to make them the lead for the macro they have. And here we go with a 22 Underrot, fortified with Volcanic and Spiteful. Tank is going down to tech route. No, he's not. Bloodlust is coming first pull. Never mind, he is going down to tech route. We don't have to worry about the ticks on the left. We're looking at the maggot. We're going to put focus macro on this guy. Maggot being stunned. Looking at the blood priest. Going to shield the vengeance here for the tick explosions. We managed to survive that. We have CC coming through for the maggot, so I don't have to worry about that. Looking at the blood priest for the interrupt. Staring at it, absolutely tunneling it. There we go. Very beautiful. We're going to blinding light that. Never mind, we have augmentation evoker, so we don't really have to worry about that. We're going to drop a beacon on that big lady. Okay, looking at the fetid maggot, we have a stun available for it. We're going to stun it, make sure none of that bullshit goes through. Daisy is getting their ass kicked, but all seems to be well. At least there's no bullshit bursting. Being focused by one of these guys. We have a root on us, so we can't actually move. Blessing of protection coming through, it looks like, for someone that was targeted by the charge. That's really smart. I should probably start doing that. Blood harvest coming through. We're nearby to the release location, so it's no biggie. Okay, dropping more cooldowns here. Just keep the cooldowns rolling. This looks like it's going to be a chain puller. We got a blood priest here, so we're just going to try and interrupt the important cast that it does. I'm just going to drop a stun on it. Tank went down. I went down. Tank needs to go back up ASAP. Tank release, please. Tank release, please. Did he disconnect or something? I hope he didn't disconnect. That would really, really suck. Tank is still not releasing. We're going to taunt that. We're going to bop ourselves. They're gonna move on. What the why is this guy bricking my fucking key? Come on, man. The tank just trolled me. Is he offline or something? Like, I don't understand why they're not releasing. Yeah, he's still just dead over there. I don't get it. I asked people if they wanted to stay. They all left, so I'm gonna take that as a no. I guess we're gonna go do a 21 Underrot. Man, that was looking promising, to be honest. Like, we started off well, and then the tank died and never released. I think he maybe disconnected, or I don't know. Maybe he had to really go. Maybe he left his cat in the oven. You never know. Anyway, we're going to try and do the 21 Underrot because I don't feel like pushing a key up. And a 21 Underrot is still better than a 20 Underrot. And I would really like to switch my key out to be able to host, because it's a lot easier to host than it is to get invited to 20s on a red Paladin, I'll tell you that much. Okay. I went for a dinner break instead of continuing. I probably needed it just to, like, detailed from the tank going AFK or offline or whatever the heck happened in the last run. But we go again, this time with a 21 Underrot. We do have a 20 cleared, but I'd rather clear a 21 and increase this than have to join somebody else's key, because that would really suck. And hopefully I get something other than Freehold, because having to re-clear Freehold again would probably suck even more. Starting a 10-second pull timer for the party, so they can use their little things, their little cooldowns, their whatever the heck they needs. And here we go with a 21 Underrot after after the tank griefed us on the first one. Looking at the Fetid Maggot, going to quickly put focus on the Blood Priest. Looking at the Fetid Maggot to drop an interrupt on his ass if I need to, which I do need to. I took aggro? Okay, aggro. What the fuck is going on? Did we just bop our tank? What the fuck is going on? Okay, calmate, por favor. We are going again. I believe our tank got bopped, and that is what killed us. We are going to stun this so it doesn't kill us again. And now we go without Bloodlust, but we did kill a few things. It's fine. It's whatever. You're looking at the Blood Priest, blinding light here. People keep standing in shit. Looking at the Blood Priest, I'm just going to focus on my own thing. Kick that. Don't have anything for the Rotten Bile. Could use some CC from the rest of the group. That's 14 deaths on the first pull. Man, okay, maybe it's another Freehold. Okay, somebody left. Yeah, no. Okay, well, now we have a 20 Underrot key. We're just gonna leave. I honestly, genuinely could not tell you what went wrong. I think the tank got bopped by our healer, and when you're bopped, you don't have aggro. You can't hold aggro. The mobs ignore you because they can't hit you, so they hit somebody else. And yeah, I don't know. I think that would have been fine if we just hadn't bopped the tank. I don't know why he got bopped. I don't know. That was really stupid. But now I have 2 times that people bricked my keys. Starting to get a little annoyed. But I'm not going to take a break now because I'm still feeling pretty good about myself. I'm going to go and try and join somebody's 20. That's probably going to give me more than enough time to detilt anyway, because it takes so long to get into a 20. But yeah, let's see how that goes. All right, well, we managed to get into a plus 20 Brackenhide, which is pretty nice. I was expecting it to be a bit harder, but we managed to get invited pretty quickly. There was just 1 DPS in the queue. Usually when there's only 1 DPS and you try to apply to that, you will get invited. Well, there's a better chance of you getting invited. That's probably what I should say, because people know that if they have a tank, healer, and a DPS, and they just miss 1 or 2 DPS, they can sit and wait, because everyone and their mom wants to try to join that group because it's the quickest one to go and get ready with, right? Okay, people are... there's a timer, but we didn't put a key in, so luckily nobody used. Okay, well, that's interesting. I think the party lead or the key holder did not put the key in because the refreshment table had to be put down. All right, let's get this party started. Dropping everything at the start here. We even have Bloodlust rolling. We're going to blinding light because there's a lot of vicious claw mangles going through. We have another group joining us. I'm looking at the primary Rage Storm guy that we pulled first because he's going to be the one that fears first. I just want to interrupt that. I don't really care about the other casts. Healer's doing great so far. Nobody's really getting low, even though they're being hit by a bunch of different stuff. Hopefully somebody interrupts the other War Scourge. We have 2 kicks available. Being focused by some shades. I don't care. Just keep moving. I had my kick available for this fear as well. That's wonderful. You don't have to worry about the fear. There's no other casters here, so I know I can just focus on them being interrupted. And by them, I mean the Rage Storm dudes. I'm going to switch to a lower health target just so we can use Hammer of Wrath. We have another set of cooldowns, but I kind of want to hold them here. I'm going to use Wake of Ashes, though, just to finish the group off a little bit faster. We can go next. Tank should go next. Somebody will go back and grab that. I guess we're not going next. We're just going to wait for the Spiteful Shades. Fixation is on me. Tank's going. I'm looking for something to interrupt. The decay speaker will probably be the first thing I interrupt. Okay, tank got it. We're looking for the Withering Burst. Rot Totem is going down. Picking the burst. Gonna switch over to the other guy and actually leave focus on the decay speaker. Where's the burst totem? There it is. Found it. Dropping my cooldowns. Tank went down, or not the tank, sorry, the... what's that guy's name? Warrior. Yes. We're gonna kick this. Make sure the fear gets kicked. That's the top priority interrupt. Everything else is secondary to the fear. We have a Withering Burst coming through. We're looking for who gets the dot. Nobody got the dot. I think it got either interrupted or it just doesn't put a dot on you. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. Vicious Claw Mangle coming through. Mage got killed by Vicious Claw Mangle, it looks like. I'm going to try and finish off this Claw Fighter before we run into any more issues. There's another totem. I'm going to try and switch to the totem. Withering Burst coming through. We're kicking Withering Burst because it hurts a lot. Very scattered fight so far. We're going to Shield of Vengeance here because I was being focused. I have another set of cooldowns very soon. We should be finishing that totem, but I can't. Like, I want to deal damage to everything. Otherwise, I'm wasting a lot of my damage interrupting the fear. Looking out for that trap. It's in a really awkward position. Seeing if anybody has dots. They don't. I should have probably given Bop to that mage. I don't know. It's pretty early on in the run. By the time we get to the boss, we will have Bop back up. All right. A few deaths so far. Actually, just 3 deaths. I thought it was more. Somehow it felt like it was more. We're trying to help the healer out by getting this thing away from them. Hopefully we can get out of combat by killing that. And yeah, I'll just activate this cage. Healer was a bit away, so Ergs couldn't get healed up. We have Vicious Claw Mangle coming through. We're going to stun that. Mage also did some interrupting interrupts. We're gonna... Oh, I failed my kick. I failed everything. Hopefully somebody kicks the Rage Storm guys. Fear. I don't have. Please, somebody. No. The warrior was running back to the group. He couldn't get the fear off in time. We didn't wipe from it, though. That's good. We have Blinding Light available for the Vicious Claw Mangles. There's one Vicious Claw Mangle going through. I'm hoping that it doesn't kill someone. It did kill someone. It wasn't the healer, so I don't mind too much. I'm looking at the War Scourge now for the interrupt. Actually, no. I'll use my interrupt on the Earth Bolt to group this thing up. Somebody else should be able to handle the War Scourge this time. That's unfortunate. Shield of Vengeance here. I'm going to bubble, and I'm going to lay on hands on the healer. There we go. I don't know if he needed it by the point I managed to get back into range for him. Ooh, okay, we got this. Bloody Bite on me. I'm using a defensive. Nothing else to interrupt. I can just focus on this guy, the War Scourge. The tank is doing amazing, though. The tank is just a fucking rock. Like, his health bar does not move, and it's beautiful to see. Wake of Ashes here to just finish off this War Scourge before he does another fear. There we go. That's good. Healer mana kind of low. Okay, we did do a big pull here, so I'm not too shocked about it. Tank is grabbing that. That makes sense. I'm gonna heal myself to full. Druid has a chance to drink here, I think. He is indeed drinking just a little bit, though. Are we doing a double pull or nah? Okay, he's interrupting that. I can look for the next interrupt. Totem's coming in. Withering Burst. There we go. Totem. Dropping all my shit on the totem. That mage keeps dying. I don't know what to tell you. Blinding Light here. There's no Vicious Claw Mangles, but there were a bunch of casts. Looking at the fear guy. We're gonna interrupt that. We are kiting away from the ranged mobs, which is a little bit annoying. Okay, tank figured it out. He's moving over to this side. We're going to be able to kick everything, or sorry, deal with everything. We're going to drop a stun on this Mystic because it's doing way too much damage. Trying to help the... Ah, fuck. Oh my god, I don't have the fucking right talents. I don't have Disease the Spell. That's really fucking irritating. That is so stupid by me. I'm in the wrong fucking talents. I was using my Freehold / Neltharis talents where I don't have Disease the Spell because there's nothing to really disease the spell there. Fuck. That's a big mistake by me. Okay, I have the bleed on me. I do also have hots on me, so it's just gonna cancel out. I don't have to use a defensive for that. I'm looking at Mystic with the purple thing. We're gonna kick him when he starts casting. There we go. No reason to let these go through. I'm gonna drop all my cooldowns here. Probably not the best idea I've ever had in my life, but I don't really mind. Dropping a stun on one of these guys. No reasons to let them keep casting at us. We need to keep sort of moving. That was a knockback. Never mind. So I think we're gonna probably pull this next group. That's unfortunate. We're trying to move them. Never mind. They got pulled. It's over. Looking for the Sage Decay Surge kick. There we go. I did that just to make them all group up so that the Decay Surge guy comes into range. The Decay Surge is a lower priority interrupt than Withering Burst. I'm going to stand off to the side and use a defensive. It got kicked by the warrior. That's good. I'm going to try and finish off this Bone Crusher before he does any sort of ability that might do a lot of damage. I'm saving my interrupt for the War Scourge now, even though this Decay Surge thing is going off in the background. We got the fear. That's good. Withering Burst. I don't have a kick. A Yumi did have a kick, though. That's our tank. Very nice. I'm going to save my cooldowns here. There's no reason to drop my cooldowns for just this. I'm going to kick that because it's the last cast that we'll have to kick. Rage Storm coming through. It got soothed by one of the druids. That's beautiful. And that's the thing. Okay, we are going to just drop a stun on this thing. I don't care. Oh, that was maybe a mistake. Probably a mistake. We used more CC on that than we should have. We have a group with Violent Claw Mangle in the next pull that we do, so we're probably going to need those stuns. But I do have Blinding Light. I'll try to get both the Claw Fighters with it. I'm looking at the War Scourge because that's the only thing that there is to kick here. When I see both Violent Claw Mangles go through, Vicious Claw Mangles, sorry, I'm going to use my interrupt. I don't think I got both of them, but I'm not sure. Yeah, there's another one coming through right now. We're going to stun that one. We used Holy Power to lower the cooldown of our thing, so we were able to get it on time for a CC that we needed. Now I'm all juiced out, though. We kicked the fear. Don't want those fears going through. I don't have any other CC available, so hopefully people just pay attention to the Claw Mangle and kite it. Okay, 6 deaths on the first groups of Brackenhide. I'm okay with that on Fortified, honestly. I think this is very, very timeable. The tank is an absolute beast. Like, I haven't at one single point thought about giving Blessing of Sacrifice to this tank because his health bar does not fucking move at all, ever. It's just like a fucking rock wall, dude. All right, we clean that up. We're just gonna movement speed out of here because I don't need to kite these, or sorry, I don't need to fight these. I'm gonna, I guess, kill them just to be able to move on to the boss quicker and let the tank, or sorry, the healer drink because he's gonna need it here. I told people that I'm gonna bop the first mark from Gnashtooth or Gashtooth. I'm gonna use a Shield of Vengeance here so that I don't have the bleed applied to me at all, because once you reach full health, the bleed goes away. So if I never stop being full health, the bleed doesn't even happen. We're going to give this person a defensive. Never mind, they don't need it. They're full health. They blasted stuff. I failed it. I failed what I said I was gonna do. I derped out. I wasn't quick enough. That's my mouse dexterity for you right there. But the next one I will bop for sure. We have a Bloodlust going through. I guess that's because we just had the cooldown reset. I don't know which boss we're trying to focus. I'm gonna kick that. Hextrick Totem is going down all the way in the back. We're trying to destroy that as quickly as possible. I have a bubble here. here, so I'm not worried too much if the cast comes through or not. I'm gonna bubble here because I see that the tank went over to the side. So yeah, I'm just bubbling this. Okay, never mind. The tank is here. I misunderstood where he was positioning. Using this Shield of Vengeance here to absorb some of this Gash Tooth damage, dropping all my cooldowns again. Marked for Death is on me. I don't have bubble and I have Forbearance, so I'm just gonna heal myself through it. Oh, okay, it's on me. I need to move. I'm definitely flustered here. You can tell that I'm just stuttering all over the place. And my DPS is not as high as it should be for this pull. Okay, well, it was easy. Like, the healer is a beast as well. These two druids are just... the druids are the fucking beasts. Of course they are beasts. They turn into fucking animals, Vlad. What the fuck are you saying? Okay, we killed this boss before that cast goes off, so that's beautiful. We got a little freebie. Okay, we have an alchemist. I am also an alchemist, so we will be able to grab this. That's beautiful. There we go. I thought the warrior was an alchemist. That's why he jumped forward, but I don't think he is, because he jumped forward and then he didn't, I don't know. He didn't do anything with it. Giving the tank Blessing of Freedom just to speed up his movement. Warrior went ahead and grabbed aggro. I guess we're dropping all our cooldowns here. That's all we're going to pull. That's cool. That is a-okay with me. Kick that. There's nothing else to really kick. We can keep going. It's just these guys. Blessing of Freedom to the tank. Keep him moving nice and quick. I know I don't need to give him. Okay, so we have the Rot Slinger and we have the Wilted Oak. We're going to look who casts first. It's going to be the Rot Slinger. He's going to cast his burst thing. It's coming soon. 2, 1. Interrupt that. Switch to Totem. Dropping Beacon on the Totem and then Wake of Ashes. Just really want the Totem to be dead quick, because if we have a bunch of these stacks of this thing, it's going to really fucking suck. I'm going to Shield the Vengeance myself. We're going to remove the dot. I keep trying to... Fuck, I'm stupid, man. I don't have the goddamn Disease Dispel, and I'm paying so much attention to it this run. I really should have had the fucking Disease Dispel. Feel bad about that now. I really do. Part of me wants to accidentally, in quotation marks, die here to something. Okay, we're switching over to the Totem again. Actually, the Rot Slinger is going to die first. We're going to kick the Rot Slinger. Necrotic Breath coming through. Warrior handles that. We kill the Rot Slinger. This thing dies. I'm hoping I die here. Good. I'm going to go out and I'm going to switch my fucking talents. Okay, hold on. You go into this, take away from this. We apply changes. This is going to be the wrong build now. I need to make sure I take care of that after the run. But right now, I really need that fucking Disease Dispel. All right, tank is yo-yoing. They probably pulled more or body pulled or something, I think. I'm going to come in with a Disease Dispel for the mage, and we're going to give tank Blessing of Sacrifice to keep him nice and healthy. We're going to pop the healer, maybe add some bleeds on him. Okay, no. Tank gets Blessing of Sacrifice. Disease Dispel for the tank. Blessing of Sacrifice for the tank. I'll take care of the mage after that. There's a Totem. Hard switching to Totem. Mage gets Disease Dispel. 8 stacks. Hurts like a bitch. I'm going to Shield of Vengeance here. I'm getting hit by some stuff. I have a dot on me. Okay, healer gets Disease Dispel next. There we go. Take care of the Rot Bursting Totem. Tank has 6 stacks. We're going to Disease Dispel the tank. Never mind. It's on cooldown. Okay. Though the Disease Dispels are coming in, but what the fuck killed... Ah, Spiteful killed me. I'm going to wait here because their group is pretty much dead. I did my job by dispelling diseases. Man, I'm so flustered. The boss fight was a bit hectic. And of course, I'm in fucking Crusader aura. We got a battle res. I'm going to switch to the proper aura now. Looking at diseases to dispel. I'm getting focused again by another one of these fucking assholes. Get the fuck away from me, you freak. We need to kill that fucking Rotslinger before he drops another totem. I'm not doing Disease Dispels right now because I want to finish everything off. We're going to Disease Dispel the mage. All of them are going to time out now, though. That's good. Yeah, I derped out there, but it's okay. We've recovered. I'm now going to be stable. I'm going to be rock solid. Waiting on the doo-doo. There you go. Giving the other doo-doo. Anything with the stuffy stuff. I'm going to put focus target on Wilted Oak, and I'm going to target the Rotslinger. I want the Rotslinger to die quickly. I'm going to drop all my cooldowns. There's a totem coming through. Make sure I get out of that fucking swirly. Kicking the Rotslinger because he's the one that first casts. Somebody else kicked the old Wilted Oak. We're killing the totem. We're going to drop a beacon on the totem. Hopefully that kills it. No, it didn't because it had to split between the Wild Lasher. Okay, we did finish off the totem now. We're looking who gets a dispel. I get a fucking dispel, and then we'll look at probably the healer just to make sure that the healer doesn't go down. Targeting the wrong thing. Switching back to the Rotslinger. Healer gets a Disease Dispel. Somebody kicked that. I will have to kick the Rotslinger when he casts his thing. Putting focus on the Rotslinger because I'm going to be switching to the totem soon so I can off-target the Rotslinger. I need to move away. Okay, Rotslinger should die first before the totem dies. I don't think I dispelled enough diseases there, but it doesn't matter. Healer is a fucking beast. Dispelling diseases from the mage because the mage got low. Necrotic Breath gets kicked. Not using my cooldowns here. I'm going to save my cooldowns for the next two big guys. There we go. Just going to finish off these lashers. Gain tank movement speed. Keep him moving. Okay, I'll wait for him to pull everything that he intends to pull. I'm going to put focus on the circle one, and I'm going to target the star one. That way, whichever one doesn't get interrupted, I can pick up, and we good. Using all my cooldowns here. Okay, there we go. We interrupted the one that was on focus target. That's perfect. Very important to interrupt them, especially when there's two of them, because it's very hard to avoid both of the breaths at the same time, because they usually go crisscross applesauce, and you get fucked. You don't have anywhere to stand. Luckily, no diseases to dispel here. Okay, I'll kick the other one when he starts casting. There it is. Warrior's been good about interrupts. I like that. Well, at least on here. No, everyone's been good about interrupts. I just looked at the interrupt count. It's pretty fucking good. These guys are good. Good run, just very hectic for me. We had quite a few deaths actually at the beginning, but it all worked out. I'm not going to drop my cooldowns here because it's just one of these guys at 1 million health. I'm just going to wait for the boss and I'll drop all my cooldowns on the boss. It'll work out fine. We're probably going to have to wait for a little bit just to get the healer some mana. Although this is an easy boss, I don't know that the healer needs mana. I'm finishing this off so that the healer can possibly drink before we pull. Oh no, Tank's pulling this group. Okay, I respect it. I think he wants to pull that into the boss. I'm gonna put focus on one of the shapers and target the other because they do things we can interrupt. I guess this is a cooldown recovery thing, but I'm just gonna use my cooldowns here. Probably overkill, but oh well. I'm going to kick that infuse thing that it does. Trying to stay away from the shade. Get away from me. Okay, let him burst. Fuck him. We go. You can go to the boss, I think. Just gonna give Tank movement speed. This Tank is an absolute beast though. I fucking love it. I don't think I need to go second. I'll save my bubble for something more important because I think this Tank is sure as fuck not gonna die. We're holding our cooldowns, waiting for the decaying slime to die off so that I can drop my beacon on the boss. Decay spray is on me. Drop the beacon really quick so it only hits the boss. Perfect. I don't have all my cooldowns available. We're gonna blinding light. Never mind, I wasted my blinding light. They all died very quickly. I'm gonna save my cooldowns to break the absorb shield as quickly as possible. Never mind, it got fucked up by something. I'm not sure what happened there, but the boss isn't enraged, so I don't care. What happens if nobody gets eaten is the boss will enrage and do a bunch of extra damage, so that's why you always have someone getting eaten. But he puts a debuff on the person that gets eaten, so you want somebody else to get eaten the second time. Usually you let a Paladin handle that, or somebody else who's tanky and has defensive up, or the tank does the first two and then the third one somebody grabs and then the tank does the fourth one or something. I don't know what actually what it goes like when there's 4 eats, but this boss is not difficult, so it's not a big deal. We have a Typhoon to clear out those casts. We're just cleaving them now. Make sure I get out of the swirlies. Don't want to get blowed up. Standing over here, grasping vines. I can go. Okay, Tank saw the message. He's gonna let me go. I'm gonna bubble right as I go in, so I'm nice and safe. Dropping all of my cooldowns again. Probably should have waited for the ads. Ads don't matter though. It's fortified, so it's easy. I'm going to fail to kick any of them though. That's rough, but ooh, warrior went down. What did the warrior die to? Boss is almost dead. We shouldn't battle res that. We have 2 battle reses. Yeah, save BR, says the healer. That's okay. Wine whip whipped around the boss, but we're fine. We're safe. We're just going to focus on hitting the boss so that this dies. It's okay. Casting res along with the doo-doo. Who gets the res? It's definitely the doo-doo, so I'm just going to stop casting. Okay, going to use Crusader Aura, help people with their mounts, get around a bit quicker. We're going to drop Crusader Aura, and we're going to start DPSing Stink Breath. He's worth using cooldowns on, by the way. Get away from the warrior who's getting targeted by Stink Breath because he has so much fucking health. People joke that he's a bit of a boss, not a mini boss. That Treemouth is the mini boss. Looking to stand on the other side so that if I get targeted with Stink Breath, I don't hit anyone else with it. The warrior was standing next to me, which I didn't appreciate, but oh well. Beacon to the Beyond on top of Stink Breath. Get out of that little swirly or the circle that he does. You can stand right at the edge of it. You're not going to get hit by him, but you can auto attack as any class. Stink Breath on me. I moved over to the side so that nobody behind me gets hit by it. These health bars underneath are actually really bothering me, so I'm going to try and point my camera like this. Or I could just turn off health bars, right? But then I don't see what his health is. Anyway, I'm overanalyzing that. I managed to get into this. We're going to give Crusader Aura, so get around a bit faster. Hugging to the right because there's invisible mobs here. Everyone seems to know that. That's good. Crusader Aura coming in clutch. Mage is not mounting up. I'm going to stick to the mage so the mage gets Crusader Aura so it moves quicker. Okay, I'm not going to even say that we have Bob because this group sucks with or without Bob. Okay, still using Crusader Aura because we're just moving around. Ooh, I got a bit closer to them than I would have liked, and we're going to switch back to Retribution Aura. This can be pulled with the boss, I believe, but we'll see what the tank decides to do. We have vultures coming in. They got body pulled. That's fine. We're going to put focus on the purple one and green one we're going to target. I may as well drop all my cooldowns here. I interrupted the one on the focus target with my focus rebuke macro. It's literally just cast rebuke at focus, and that's it. Tank took care of the other screech, so we're good, and we're going straight to the boss. I did use all my cooldowns on the trash there, which is probably a really stupid thing to do, but oh well. Traps are not on me. They were, I'd put them in front of the cave and in front of the bridge so that when new hyenas come from there we can not worry about that. Using Shield of Vengeance here because I am bitten by the guys. We're going to use Divine Protection as well. We have a trap coming through. We want to drop that over here because we have one at the cave already. Okay, we should really focus down these doggos or the coyotes or the hyenas. We'll add their hyenas. Jesus Christ, my brain just didn't want to cooperate. Meat toss on me. I'm running away quickly running away. Fuck both of you. Master's Call got interrupted. Bounding Leap coming through. Meat toss is gone. We're gonna drop Beacon on the boss while we still have wings, using all
cooldowns. A little bit delayed because the meat toss came in strong. Urks is going to get bopped so he can not die to that because I saw meat toss go off on him. I just stepped into that like a moron. That cost us a trap. That's not very good at all. That bop coming in strong. I really like that because there were some doggos on top of him. Not doggos. They're fucking hyenas, Vlad. It literally says hyena in their name. Oh, fuck. We have CRs though. We have CRs. I'm hoping to get CR'd here. Boss is kind of low. Okay, we did get CR'd. That was a safe spot to CR me from. That's good. Shield of Vengeance here. Lay on hands on the warrior. Warrior got kind of low, giving movement speed to the warrior so you can move around freely and more quickly. Meat toss coming in on I don't know who, but the dogs are CC'd, so all's well. Okay, might be. I had defensives up, but I didn't use them properly. I think I could have just survived that. I mean, I had bubble up. You should basically never die with bubble, but I got caught off guard. We're going to keep kicking this so it keeps moving with us. I have a blinding light available as well for an interrupt. Somebody else needs an interrupt now, or we're just going to drag it over to that. We're going to stun this thing because we don't need those swirlies showing up. All right, now we burn this down. Keep kicking it. We don't have the War Scourge in here, so I don't have to worry about kicking the War Scourge. Very good on percent. We have quite a bit of percent. I'm liking everything this tank does has my nod of approval. I'm actually like straight up nodding in real life as I say these things. Okay, we have movement speed from this guy. We have a War Scourge. That's going to make things a bit rough. Mage is no longer in jeopardy. I'm just going to drop all my cooldowns on the War Scourge. I don't care. We need to move on from this quick so we can start cleaving and using our damage better. Thanks doing the right call is moving away further from these rot hexers so no bullshit happens. I just realized that I do need to repair my gear, so we're gonna mount up here as soon as this thing is dead before the thing spawns, the shade spawns. We have plenty of time. 6 minutes is enough to complete this, I believe. So we do have 11 deaths, which is quite a bit, but I hit the wrong keybind. Well, I'm just gonna run. Hopefully I don't die or my gear breaks. That would really, really suck. We'll still try to get mounted up here. Okay, I'm out of combat because the shade is dead, so we're gonna repair. There we go. There's a spicy repair because I died quite a few times there, and it's been a while since I repaired, it looks like, but yeah. Okay, we're gonna look at kicking to the K-Surge. Never mind, this guy's got it. We're going to stun to the rotting thingy thing with the stuffy stuff. We're doing pretty good on percent, so I'm not too worried here. Okay, I overlapped my kick. We have warrior kick available for the fear. Hopefully he does it. We're gonna beacon here because why not? Rod Hexer coming in. Warrior, come on, warrior. Come on, warrior. Okay, Jesus Christ, that was scary. We're gonna dispel the warrior as soon as possible. There we go. Druids can't actually disease the spell, so I really do need to take care of that. So it was an even bigger bummer that I didn't have the fucking disease the spell early on. We have withering bullshit over there. We're gonna dispel that immediately. Siphon Decay will do exactly nothing. We're pulling the next group. That's okay. Shield of Vengeance coming through. The warrior seems to have it. We're going to remove disease from the warrior. Rage Storm coming through, looking at the filth collar for an interrupt. Somebody else will actually, no, I'm the only one who can interrupt right now, so I'm just not going to risk it. I'm going to save it for this. I'm going to move away until this goes off. Then we're going to dispel ourselves. Kicking the fear. There we go. That's what I'm focused on right now, is kicking the fear. We're going to stun this so we don't have swirlies to deal with. Okay. The thing died before it managed to get a disease thing off, so we good. We're going to kick this. Never mind, I failed my kick, but the tank is moving over to it, so we don't have to worry about it. We're going to blinding light that. We don't need the swirlies coming through right now. Don't have a kick available. I'm hoping to have a kick available for the fear. There we go. We could have finished off that thing in the back. We're kiting because of the spiteful. I appreciate that. Bloody bite coming through. It's on the tank, it seems like, so we're good. That should be percent, I believe, and then we can just go straight for the boss. There we go. That's percent. Nice. We have almost 4 minutes to do the boss. That's plenty on Fortified 20, I think. So we good. We have healer mana. We have bloodlust available. Very nice. Holding my cooldowns just for a little bit. I'm gonna drop everything on the tank. Not the tank, the boss. There it is. We're dropping everything on the boss. The totem will die 100%. Just holding a little bit. That's not ideal totem positioning for Fury Warrior. We're hard switching to the totem, of course, because I don't need to die here. We have the time to kill the boss. He's already at 70%, or she. I'm not sure. I think it's a she. The boss. Let's just call it the boss. No reason to be wrong about that. Shield of Vengeance here so I can avoid some of this unavoidable damage. Very good. It didn't even break my Shield of Vengeance. That's easy mode. We're going to use our beacon on the next totem. Tank keeps standing in the frontal. I think he's having trouble spotting it. We're going to try and give him movement speed. Blessing of Sacrifice on the tank. Divine Protection on me. Totem. Switching to totem. Dropping beacon on it. Really need some help with the totem. There we go. We did manage to take it out. Tank is going to have a huge circle on them. So is the warrior. I can't really do much about that. We're switching over back to the totem. What I mean by huge circle on them is basically the more stacks of that debuff you have, the more damage you take from it, and the bigger the circle around you is, so you can't stand close to anyone else. Stroking Rot. Tank needs to move. He keeps standing in it. Does he not see it? Is he having issues with like the lighting on the monitor? I know that people complained about that. It's a very hard frontal to spot. Lay on Hands is on cooldown. I tried to give it to the tank, but I wasn't able to. We're switching to the totem again, of course. All of my damage into the totem. Please kill the totem. There we go. We don't need extra stacks. It's already hard enough. Boss should be going down here. Maybe even before the next totem. Nah, never mind. We'll kill the totem. We have the time to kill the totem. We don't have to rush killing the boss. We're fine. Shield of Vengeance here to avoid some of this damage. There we go. Totem's dead. And the boss is dead too. There we go. 20 Brackenhide Hollow unfortified. Not bad. That was fun. I was just giving praise to the druids. I said that was fun. Both druids, absolute monsters, insane heals and amazing tanking. Sorry about not having the spell at the start. We're going to re-roll our key because we've already done a 20 Underrot. Because we had a 22 Underrot, but that got bricked over and over again. And of course, I get fucking Freehold. Loading screens have been very long lately, and people have been getting some weird errors like CloudFront errors. So I wonder if there's some like sort of DDoS attack happening in the background. A little bit weird. But that was a good run. I feel like that was a pretty good run. We're going to try and get another run in. It's not going to be a 20 Freehold. We're going to try and join somebody else's run and then re-roll our key again. Hopefully that goes well. We do seem to have some stuff that's sold. Oh, it's just Draconium ore. Who gives a shit? But I guess I'll check for more greens while I'm queuing. Actually, I think right now the Dragonbane Keep Siege thing is going on. Yeah, it is. So I'm going to go and do that just so we get rid of this goddamn quest that keeps, like, it's always over here. So it's really bothering me. But yeah, I'm going to go do that quick. I've never done it before. That's interesting, I guess. Damn, man. Just look at this. This is beautiful. What a beautiful fucking game. Holy shit. I mean, that's just amazing. Look at it. I can't, man. This is so beautiful. Wow. The WoW designers, I mean, these guys are just absolute amazing, top of the line people. It's just truly incredible the stuff that they can make work with this outdated engine. It's beautiful. I can't. I'm gushing right now, but that was such a beautiful fucking sight to behold right there. I've seen it before because I do the, you know, I fly around and stuff. I see it, but it's just so beautiful. Snags fed to beef. We need to feed snacks to beef? What? How does one do that? We must protect beef at all costs. How do I feed him snacks? What can I feed him? Does he like Potion of the Hushed Zephyr? Okay, home on the battlefield. Clear out the entrance and establish a base camp. Oh, I can clear out the entrance, all right. Never mind. It's already done. People just clicked all the things instead of fighting anything. That makes more sense, honestly. Jaredin forces slain. I can slay forces. Worm eater. Why would you eat worms, man? That's disgusting. Is it though? I mean, they're high in protein. Bear Grylls doesn't seem to mind. Need more Jaredin forces. Why am I running? I can just fly. I'm in combat. I was about to say, what? Did some fucking spiteful spawn in? What the fuck? Okay, so where is the guy we need to kill? I think he's over here somewhere. He's up there. No, where is he? I'm gonna get knocked off my mount by these guys if I don't. Wait, where is the guy that we need to kill? I'm just gonna kill these guys. Fuck it. Oh, okay. I guess people were killing it at a different spot. There was like a quest objective area here shown on the map, so I wasn't sure if I needed to go here to kill that guy or what. It's obvious that I haven't done this before, so my apologies if it's frustrating you. I know some people get frustrated watching people play a game and fuck up at something or not know something, so I apologize. The final stage, controlled burn. Oh, is it that we have to kill this thing? Inferno the Bound slain. Yeah, it's definitely this thing that we have to kill. But she's bound. She's bound to their service. Maybe we should free her? I'm saying her because Inferna implies female, like the ending with an A. We did it. We did Siege of Dragonbane Keep. Now we can go to Draken and turn that in. I don't have to be here anymore. Cool. Nice little break between episodes. Or sorry, between runs. I do suggest taking breaks between runs unless you're doing very, very easy content. Oh, Dragonbane Keep Strongbox contains plundered items, supplies, gold, and artifacts. How much gold though? Not much gold, but it's something. We got some rep from it as well. That's pretty good. We're gonna get a bunch of rep from this guy over here, Therazol. Yes, please give me the Veldraken's treasure box as well. That does not contain any gold, and I found that out the hard way. When I was desperate for gold, it gave me none. All right, let's vendor this crap that we don't need. I'm kind of glad that I don't have enough Aspects Shadow Flame crusts because I am broke right now. I don't have enough gold. Gotta wait for the quests to reset, like to get more dragon riding quests so I can get a bit of easy gold. By quests, I mean world quests, sorry. Oh, there's one here. 2 days left to do it. I'll just do it when I do the whole rounds of doing the dragon riding quests and whatnot. But yes, we are going to go and just apply to some groups now. Okay, it looks like we are in a Vortex Pinnacle 21 group. That's going to be awesome, actually, because I'm going to skip having to do the 20. I'm currently at a VP plus 19. So going to a plus 21, hopefully plus 21, was going to be pretty good for my rating. Okay. I don't think we had an everyone is ready, and I don't think we got a countdown timer, but hey, whatever. I'm going to kick the Wild Vortex. Never mind, I'm going to use the kick before it even casts anything and just fail. I don't know if the plan is to use Bloodlust at the start. Nobody said anything. That's a little disconcerting. We have the party lead going down, stunning that thing. Never mind, the hunter interrupted it. I didn't need to stun it. That'll be a bit of an issue, but I do have my interrupt up. We're going to go ahead and interrupt it to make a group up. Can't quit and pull the rest of these. That's good. We used Bloodlust just now once all of our cooldowns are basically expired. That's a little doo-doo pieces, but we'll make it work. Looking at the Gust Soldier. Gonna try and interrupt his thing. Actually, I don't need to interrupt it. When it's just one of them, it's not that big of a deal. I'm not gonna waste globals sitting there waiting for him to do his cast, just for it to get instantly dispelled anyway. Okay, we have a person with Elitist Hunter, so we're going to just move away a little bit, and then we're gonna ignore that person immediately. There we go. Anyone who uses the Elitist Hunter add-on, or Elitist Helper, sorry, can fuck off. That add-on does nothing but annoy people. It's basically just toxic. It's a toxic add-on, and anyone who uses it in my book is a complete fucking asshole. Anyone who argues that it helps other people improve is just a douchebag and is lying. That's not why you use it. You use it to make people feel bad. I don't think that's a hot take. I pretty much think anyone other than people who use the add-on agree. If you think it's a good add-on, let me know. Maybe you have some unique idea as to why it might not be a bad add-on, but I think it's just a sack of shit that nobody should use because it just triggers people and then it makes them play worse. Okay, I managed to get a bunch of interrupts there with my blinding light, including the Gust Soldier, so I'm really happy about that. Looking at this Wild Vortex because it has Cyclone available to cast. Yes, we want to interrupt the Cyclone. That's very good. I have all my cooldowns available, but these mobs are basically very, very low, and I feel like there's not much need to actually use my cooldowns on them. I'd rather have it for the next group where we have double Gust Soldier, which is very, very hard to deal with. We're not going to try and interrupt the Gust Soldier. We're just going to stun them as soon as possible. I'm going to put a focus on the Wild Vortex so I can interrupt it like this. And we're going to drop a stun on this Gust Soldier. What this will do is it'll stagger out the debuffs, which will make it just a little bit easier for the healer to heal everything. Perfection would be just making sure that neither of them cast it by stunning them or CCing them as they cast it, but it's such a short cast time that it's basically just not possible to do. We're hoping that this Gust Soldier dies before he gets another cast off. He did think he managed. No, I don't think he did get to cast it. We do also have a priest, so he can mass dispel one of the two or both if they go off at a close enough time so that one isn't ticking, but better safe than sorry. We're going to stand right here in the middle. I'm going to kick one of these. Okay, Hunter got the other one. Perfect. That really worked out. I have blinding light available. One person went down. This pull really fucking sucks, so I'm not surprised people are going down. We're going to blinding light here. Tank is kiting things away from the ranged for no fucking reason. I'm not sure why they're doing that. I'm going to shield the vengeance here because I got hit by one of the things. I'm going to kick one of these casts. I got hit by another wind bolt, it looks like, and I went down. Don't kite from casters, please. I really don't know why he's kiting at all. There's nothing to kite there. It's not sanguine, but it's okay. The guy has Elitist Helper add-on. He knows what he's doing, right? I'm being salty and the run just started. That's rough. Why are we not just resetting? We're gonna lay on hands this person. Healer's basically dead. I don't know about this one. I should just die. Just let me die. Just let me die. Let me die. Let them reset. Good. Okay, that pull was rough, but the dungeon is still timeable, but we just need to go timeable. Just please kick wind bolts. Giving the Hunter Blessing of Freedom. Let's get back into the action, buddy. Looking at the Lurking Tempest. I don't want to get nuked from behind. Yeah, he's trying. Fuck you, buddy. Tank didn't wait for all of us to be there. Rushing wind coming through. It got interrupted. That's wonderful. I'm looking at the other one. I want to use a global here. I'm waiting for him to do his thing. Stunning it. I failed the stun. I'm going to shield the Vengeance. It got dispelled. Okay. Now I can focus on getting Cyclone. I can't even bubble while I'm Cycloned. I got double Cycloned. That's good at least. Gonna Blessing of Sacrifice the Hunter and use the DR. Blinding Light here to interrupt those. I didn't get the Rushing Wind, but I don't fucking care at this point. I just want to kill things. We do have a bunch of cooldowns going off at the same time here, so I feel like this group's going to melt this time around. I'm going to hit the other Gust Soldier with a Beacon to the Beyond, so he can't do shit. I managed to interrupt it with a stun there. Okay, that's what I'm primarily worried about, is just the Gust Soldiers getting interrupted. That Rushing Wind, Gushing Wind, whatever the fuck it is, that thing is just a group wiper. I really don't like it. Okay, group seems to be in high spirits still, regardless of that wipe. Let us hope that now that the worst group in the run is dead, we don't have any more issues. Just gonna kick this. Gonna put focus on the other one. Gonna DPS down these guys first. If Turbulence coming through, gonna use Shield of Vengeance. I mistimed my cooldowns there and didn't have Avenging Wrath up. I'm gonna stun this Cyclone. I have a kick available soon. I'm gonna save it for the one I'm DPSing, because when he's gonna cast, then I can just kick him. Never mind, he's not casting shit. He's dead, so I don't need to save need to keep looking at him is what I meant. I don't need to save shit. The Cloud Prince is coming up after this. Two of them, they're really fucking rough, and you should really use a defensive during the Turbulence. I'm not gonna use one here because it's just this enemy that's alive, so the healer can keep us up, but you can see how fucking rough it is on a Fortified. That thing's brutal. I'm gonna off heal here a little bit. Okay. Looking behind to make sure that the thingy doesn't hit us. This is a Bloodlust candidate, by the way, like for things. We're using a DR. Gonna shield our Blessing of Sacrifice on the healer, because there's gonna be another one of these coming through, and I have Shield of Vengeance for that one. Beautiful. Trying to off-heal the Hunter. Okay, we managed to survive. Good job, healer. This is fucking hell to heal. Dragons are gonna be rough too, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Using cooldowns to DPS here. I might have to bubble for the next Turbulence and off-heal and help. Turbulence coming through. Hopefully we kill it before it casts it. No, it's gonna get most of it through before we kill it. Tank is facing the thing in the back so it doesn't pop up out of the ground. Off-healing. Need to move out of this thing. Okay. I prioritized off-healing during the Turbulence because it's just a few seconds of Turbulence, but if one person dies, then we have to wait for them to get rezzed, and we have to, you know, potentially risk them getting upset because they're not getting heals and whatnot. So it's just, I'd rather heal than and sacrifice a bit of DPS than, you know, go turbo onto DPS. And wipe kick that. I'm just going to kick whenever I can. People have been good about kicking and not overlapping kicks. We just keep kicking whenever we have cooldowns up. We should be good. Mine's coming up. I'm going to kick that. I'm going to shield the Vengeance here to absorb some of this damage. It is fortified, so I'm not too stressed out about killing the bosses. Hunter getting his ass kicked over there, as per usual. Hunters are just so squishy, man. Tank is an absolute beast on the interrupts on the boss, it seems like. Bet he does great at fucking Tyrannical. Gonna get hit by that, it looks like. Nope, I got kicked by the Hunter. Very good. Almost have another set of cooldowns available. I'll kick this. I'm gonna drop all my cooldowns because I heard the blip. Blip means it's go time. Okay, we have a healer cooldown coming through. Looking at Lay of Hands. Never mind. Don't have Lay on Hands. It's on cooldown. Oh, I overlapped my kick with the Hunter. Shouldn't have done that, but okay. Others have kicks. It's all good. Kick that because it was casting on me. And that should be the first boss. Very nice. Very smooth boss. Just the Hunter yo-yoing because, you know, squishy. Okie dokie. Now, this is a hell of a pull. If we get a very good, what's it called? Mass Dispel here for the shields, that'll be massive. Tank wants to pull both. We're going to give him Blessing of Sacrifice and Shield of Vengeance ourselves to absorb the coming damage from Blessing of Sacrifice. And we're just going to drop all our cooldowns. Looking to Blinding Light when there's a bunch of cool bars. Blinding Light there because it was getting close to being fully cast. I didn't want to have to count on other people doing anything. Stunning this. Okay, that should be most of them. None of these can go through. Okay, people are kicking. Good, 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 good. This one needs to get interrupted as well. This one needs to get interrupted as well. Oh, that was a bit close. I'm going to save my beacon. I started casting beacon, but I'm going to interrupt it. I'm going to save it for the dragon. All the interrupts here are done, so we don't need to worry about killing them quickly anymore. We just need to kill them and then move on. I'm really hoping the tank doesn't do a ballsy pull because it's rough if we do the assassins into the young storm dragon. Let's see. Okay, he's skipping the assassins for now. We're gonna jump over here and just pull the storm dragon. That is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Okay, we're starting the dragon. We have all our cooldowns available. We even have beacon. We're gonna drop everything we've beacon in during a global. That's good because you don't need to have a global up to start casting beacon. Shield of Vengeance here because I'm taking damage over time from the bullshit dragon. Don't have Blessing of Sacrifice here. Do have Lay on Hands. If somebody gets very, very low, we'll use it on them. Luckily, the storm dragon is almost dead. Hopefully, we kill him before he does his icy buffet again. We're going to use a defensive here. Don't have Blessing of Sacrifice. Do have Lay on Hands if necessary. Once you leave combat, the debuff goes away as well. So I didn't use Lay on Hands there, even though people were very, very low on HP. I'm going to do some off healing while these mobs are grouped up. No reason to just sit there and stare. This is where they're stopping, so I'm going to use my Blade of Justice. The Blade of Justice will make it so that they stand in consecration. Okay, we'll use cooldowns here. Assassins are a pain in the ass on Fortified, especially on keys this high. Not that this is a ridiculously high key, but it's not like a 30, but it is high for me and my gameplay. That will die before it finishes casting. This one won't, so we're going to kick that one. And the last one also dies before he finishes casting. Okay, we can just move on. We don't need to fight the shades. We can literally just run away from them and do some off healing while we wait for people to move. Give the tank movement speed and keep going. I'm going to try and stun the Gust Soldier out of his thing. Got it. Okay, that's perfect. Kick the Cyclone. I'm saving my Blinding Light for the Cloud Bursts. That hurts a lot more than anything else in here. Maybe even more than the Rushing Wind. Well, definitely more than the Rushing Wind because it's just a burst of damage at the same time. Hopefully the Squalls start casting at the same time. So I can interrupt both of them. These are low, so I'm not going to use my cooldowns. Okay, somebody did interrupt the Squalls when they started casting. I just didn't see it, so I'm just going to chill here. Nice. That was very nice. What am I pressing? What am I trying to do? I kind of didn't do anything for the last bit there, but it's okay. Just gonna give some off heals while we're out of distance from the shade. There we go. I got hit once. Everyone's at full health. Someone says fuck. I don't know why they say fuck. Well, I'm assuming that's fuck. I didn't see. Ooh, Shield of Vengeance. Wait, what? Okay, never mind. Use cooldowns here. What the fuck was going on? I was so confused because somebody said fuck, and I was like, oh no, what should I be worried about? What should I be panicking about? We're gonna drop Beacon to the Beyond here on these guys. Kick that. Don't need them to have DR. Priest can dispel these things, so I don't have to worry too much, but for the most part, I like to interrupt them rather than have a Priest waste a global on it. He could be using that global for damage or healing if necessary. Okay, I'm going around this way, even though the tank went through around the other way. It really doesn't matter. Give Conan some movement speed. Maybe he can give someone else some movement speed. He's been doing that a lot. We're going to try and catch up to the tank now by going over here. I'm going to give DR to the tank by giving him Blessing of Sacrifice. We're going to kick this. Actually, no. I failed my kick, it looks like. We have a fear coming through. I have blinding light available for determinant squalls. When I see more than one cast bar, I will use my blinding light. But people are spamming CC into them, so we might not see any. I will use my cooldowns here, even though the boss is coming up. I just don't care about bosses in Fortified. Not at this key level. I failed my interrupt again, but it looks like the squalls have been taken care of. I'm not sure how that happens. Dropped a stun on that assassin just to kill him before he does another jump. Gotta move away from the spiteful. Luckily, I'm a paladin, so I'm basically a ranged class. There we go. Very nice. Mana, he says. Okay. Yeah, this is a heal-intensive fight, so it makes sense. Okay, he is able to drink, even though there's a shade up. That's wonderful. Probably because it's not fixating on him. 85, 86. He's ready. Good. 94% mana. That's awesome. Perfect. Don't have all my cooldowns available. We have Bloodlust running. I will have my cooldowns available during the Bloodlust, so it won't be a huge issue. Tank should position the boss directly in the middle, but this'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. I'm not calling the tank a pig. I'm just referencing a movie. Just realized how that sounds. Okay, getting knocked up by Volcanic. Gonna use a Shield of Vengeance here and then walk up into the knockup. The knockup does unavoidable damage, like you have to stand in the knockup, right? You have to step into it and take that damage. So you may as well use a defensive before you walk into it. Reposition for the being downwind. Since the boss isn't directly in the middle, I can't do a little tech that I like to do, which is to not have to move between wind direction changes sometimes. I'm going to use Beacon to the Beyond here in a second. Actually, 15 seconds until I have wings. I'm going to hold it for those 15 seconds so that I can use it with wings. Get more damage out of it that way. For the next knock-up thing, I will have my Avenging Wrath, luckily. We have all our cooldowns. We're going to drop everything. Weave in Ashul, the Cosmic whatever, Wanderer. The Beacon to the Beyond is what I'm trying to say. Okay, we have Shield of Vengeance available for this knockup that we have to go step into. Shield of Vengeance, move over. Then I have to reposition. I'm just going to give this guy Blessing of Sacrifice. Fuck it. Volcanic actually being kind of dangerous here with these breaths. Right, boss is almost dead. Beautiful. That was very good. This healer is a beast. 100k HPS the entire time. Beautiful. Ah, it's so nice not to have to worry about fucking Beacon here. It's amazing. I mean, you don't want to use Beacon in Fortified anyway. It's not bad per se, but it's like it's not ideal. We're going to put focus on the Caliph. We're going to target the Adept. We can stun the Adept. We're going to offensive here. Never mind. He didn't manage to hit us. We're going to drop all our cooldowns. It was a good fear. We're going to drop a stun on the Addict. We're going to interrupt that rallying cry or thing, or the rally that he does. That's why I had him on focus, so I can do that. I kept hesitating. I should have just fucking stun the Adept and call it a day. Oh well. Now we can purely focus on the Executor, because actually I'll stun one of the servants. Why not? Just use my stun, put it on cooldown. No reason to have the damage coming in if it doesn't have to come in. Crashing Stone. How to use the defensive for that. I'll have it for the next group. We have the kick, the rally. What the rally does basically, it increases the Executor's health by 50% of its current health. So the first rally it does, especially on Fortified, you really want to interrupt it. It's super important that you interrupt it, because it'll basically heal it for a shit ton, and that's never good. Giving Blessing of Freedom to the Hunter because he's all the way in the back, kind of slow, because he loses a lot of damage if he takes his movement speed talents. I understand that. It's just the way the build goes. Right, trying to get into the group. Temple Adept will be focused. I'm going to target it directly. Just get rid of those things. I'm going to stun him. Fuck him. Somebody needs to move into the thing. There, it's the Paladin. Yeah. We have 3 battle reses. I'm going to give him a battle res. It's fine. He just needs to focus up. Going to drop Beacon to the Beyond on this group. Kick that Holy Smite. Never mind, overlapped it with the Hunter. Hunter is just a fucking beast. Nice. The tank moved the group closer to this thing, so I can stand inside of it and be safe while it's being cast on me and DPS at the same time. Now we move out. We have another stun available. We'll stun this guy in the back, and we just need to finish off the Minister of Air basically. Okay, Minister of Air, a big beefy boy. 7 minutes 50 left. Pretty good on the timer, I think. I think we got this timed. Just need to focus up. The beginning was a bit rough, but we made it work. Doing the stars because we skipped the dragon. Can't skip stars if you do dragon. If you skip a dragon, basically if you skip the dragon, you can't skip anything else in the game. I'm gonna use Shield of Vengeance here. Gonna give Blessing of Sacrifice to the Hunter. Hunter is the squishiest, doesn't have defensives to use really. Trying to spread out my dot from using Blade of Justice. Finish off these stragglers on the side that nobody's hitting. I think like that's the most efficient rather than 5 people pounding the ones that are grouped together to make him die in a second. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm gonna put a focus on the Executor. Target one of these guys. I'm gonna stun one of these guys. I'm going to use a defensive here because I got pretty low. Focus interrupt the rally. There we go. Perfect. We're using all our things here. We're gonna blinding light because I saw 2 heal casts that I really wanted to interrupt. It's good. I think that all worked out. We can look at the executor. The executor does the most damage as well, so you really want those to die first, especially in the next pull. I need to move away because there's a couple of shades on me. No, one was on me, but that's enough to make me want to move away. Okay, very good. Tank kicked that rally. I was going to, and I think I even used my, yeah, I did use my cooldown or my interrupt, but the tank was quicker. Yeah, you see, whenever the executor drops his fucking AoE, the group just gets bonked super hard. Doing some off healing while the priest repositions, may as well. Okay, looking at the executor of the Caliph. Gonna drop focus on that one. I'm gonna target the other one. Shield of Vengeance here because there's damage coming through. I need to step inside of this thing. Dropping all my cooldowns now. Did the rallies go through? Did I miss a rally? Gonna drop a stun on the Servant of Assad. Using a defensive here. Gonna lay on hands the healer. Don't want the healer to die. I'm gonna heal this guy. Lay on hands got used by a different person. Oh, I went down. Do I wait for a CR here? I'm hoping for a CR here. Rally went through. Another rally going through. Never mind. Hunter got it, of course. Can I get a CR? There we go. We got it. Took a second, but we got it. We have another stun available. We're gonna drop a stun of these guys. Using a bubble here. I really don't want to die. Kicking that rally, even though they're super low HP, so the rally won't do much because it's 50% of current HP. It doesn't matter though. We're not going to CR here because it's 1,000,000 health left on this. We're just going to use a regular res and then we have a CR available if somebody fucks up on the boss. None of these are focusing me, so I should be out of combat. I'm not. We just need to kill these so we can res that quickly and go. Never mind, I'm in combat again. I'm out of combat again. I'm rezzing. We're gonna do shit. We're gonna do a regular drop because we don't have the bubble. Give some heals to this guy so that when he runs down or jumps down, he doesn't die. Here comes regular drop. Regular drop. Regular drop. Regular drop. That probably sounds like I'm just garbling the word, but I can't. Okay, we go. I just looked at the timer. Yeah, shit, we do need to go. Wake of Ashes here. There we go. Enough people used damage here to make them just drop instantly. Looking at this one that has the most health. Looking at this one. Looking at the last one. There we go. We have enough time. 3.5 minutes for a fortified boss on 21. I think that's enough, especially this guy. We have Bloodlust coming up in the middle of it. I'm gonna use all my cooldowns right at the start. That way, when the Bloodlust is available, I will have all my cooldowns again, and that'll work out perfectly. Chain Lightning coming through. Isn't that horrifying because it's a 21 Fortified. Switching instantly to the ad. Don't need any sort of bullshit going on. Static Cling coming through. We're gonna jump. Hunter has it. Paladin has it. MD came through, took care of them. That's good. Unstable thingy thing. We gotta move. It's very far away. All I can do is Judgment. There we go. Good. Actually, I'm gonna save my beacon for the ad. I almost used my beacon on the boss there for a second. Whew. Chain Lightning, move away from that person. 2 people got hit, that's okay. There we go, we have the Bloodlust rolling. Perfect. I have all my cooldowns available. Static Blink coming through, we're jumping, giving the thing to the Hunter. Lay on hands on the Hunter, never mind. Lay on hands is on cooldown, he managed to use his bubble. Yeah, healer says jump, oh my god. I wasted a bunch of globals there trying to do that thing. I'm gonna drop my beacon on this ad, we need it to get killed. Shield of Vengeance here. Used Blessing of Sacrifice on the Hunter because he's a squish and doesn't have his cooldowns available anymore because I was worried he would get targeted by it. Now I didn't jump, my bad. I was just doing too much. I'm trying to do too much. I need to chill out and just DPS. Okay. Chain Lightning coming through on me using a defensive. Very nice. So waiting for the next ad, then I'll drop my cooldowns on the ad and the boss at the same time, and that should help us finish off the boss. I'm staying on the boss and I'm just cleaving the ad because I am dropping all my cooldowns, so that's a lot of damage. Flex Tape guy being put in and editing here. I can already see it. Whenever I say it, I immediately realize the Hunter hasn't jumped the thing once, it looks like. Maybe once. The one time he jumped it, I didn't. But yeah, that's a 21 Vortex Pinnacle, easy mode. Healer's an absolute beast. Tank did really well too. Loved the route. We got a Sky Shard Ring, crit haste. Gonna ask if anyone needs that. Conan rolled for it. We're gonna give it to Conan. I don't think anyone else needs it. Conan rolled a 59. We see if Fugusaki rolls higher than that. Conan being the other Ret Paladin. 47. Yeah, Conan wins. There we go. Conan, the Barbarian wins. Alright, we're gonna re-roll our key because we have one that we've already done, being Freehold. We got it. Are you shitting me? Okay. Damn it. Okay. See you around. And we're gonna leave. Oh man, I just can't get a key I need, can I? Had the Underrot 22. That was nice until it got bricked and then bricked again. I don't know, man. It's okay though. Well, today wasn't a bad day actually. I feel like we did okay. We had the 21 Freehold, that was our key. We timed that. I was a bit anxious about it going through the run because we had a lot of deaths to trash and whatnot. But obviously on Fortified, you're gonna have deaths to trash. It came at a point where I was very confident on the first boss, and then by the time we reached the second boss, I was like scratching my head hoping that we time it. And then I went to a point where I thought we would definitely not time it, and then I came back to, oh wait, maybe we can time it, and then I finished with, oh shit, we timed it. But yeah, we timed timed it. So that's awesome. It makes me pretty happy. Then we tried to do a 22 Underrot. That failed miserably. We tried to do a 21 Underrot. That failed miserably. Then we did a Brackenhide 20 that I managed to join. And then we did a 21 Vortex Pinnacle that we managed to join and ended things off with. That was pretty fucking nice. I really enjoyed all of that except for the times where people were breaking my key. We're gonna try and join somebody else's group for one of the other dungeons. These are basically the hard dungeons, especially in Eltharion's Lair. On Fortified just feels like such a shit show every time because people don't respect the pelter damage. But we'll see how it goes. We'll have to join some sort of 20 because I just don't have the time to keep pushing up my keys and trying to re-roll them and whatnot. So yeah, hopefully we do get invited, but we'll see how that works out. But yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, drop a like and let me know what you liked about it in the video. Also, if you're not subscribed but you keep coming back to the videos, consider changing that. I would really appreciate it if you did subscribe. Oh, and another reason to comment. I reply to all the comments and I read all of the comments. So if you have something to tell me, something to suggest, something to request, something to ask or whatever, just shoot a comment and I will reply. If I do miss your comment, it's not intentional. I'm not ignoring you. I just don't catch all of the comments because there's starting to actually be quite a few of them. And that makes me happy because I like interacting with people who seem to find the videos interesting. And that's pretty much it for this episode. But as always, thank you very much for watching and I'll catch you in the next episode. This game really is beautiful.